Now we're back for another hour. I just want to know how much, how much of this do you guys want to see? It's got to be getting boring. It has to be getting boring. I'm setting up the hinging process right now. I'll probably not get to it. I'll probably sand on that flap some. We'll get to some good stuff after this wing is built. I'll show you how I'm going to lay out the fuselage and all that. I've been thinking about making this airplane a jet instead, a jet-looking airplane like in the 70s. I'm wearing my sunglasses. Hey, Gary. Wearing my sunglasses in the house because these are the right script, but they're sunglasses. I'll have my other glasses, the clear ones, Thursday or Friday. Enough battling with these characters. Okay, so now I need to see how we're doing here. When you have a tapered trailing edge, you want the horn perpendicular to the center line, but the ears perpendicular to the trailing edge. And that way you don't have to run lucky boxes, which is stupid. And there is no bind. So you guys got to tell me how much of this do you want to see? You want me to continue to put out this boring content or what? Seems like I've lost some subscribers. There just doesn't seem to be a whole lot of interest in this stuff. Okay, so these are always tough. These horn things. I was gonna do it like Wendy. I just don't trust them, so I do it. I'll do it my way. There's no way you could tweak a flap Wendy's way with the horn embedded into balsa in aluminum tube. Ah, scratching the piss out of it. What the hell happened there? Okay, let's round this thing over. Man, it's got to be boring watching me do this. We'll be tinkering with the fits on this a lot more than I normally do. I don't know what we're having for dinner, but it smells like socks boiling. Must be cabbage. But you know what? I got this half rounded off there. I might as well make. Yeah, this is crap. Yeah. Pretty nasty, but we'll make it work. Hey, evening, Steve. Yeah, digging a groove in it. Can't do that, so I'm gonna have to make another one. A half. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna make This one here turned out crappy. This solder I had wouldn't take. So we're going to make another one. What I've done here is I've taken a piece of brass tubing and I've split it lengthwise. I'm going to solder a handle on it. There we go. Okay. Well, if nothing else, you get to see how these are made. This is new. I have to get me another Harbor Freight file. Okay, solder again. All right, we're going to fix it up this time. We got the right chip. We got the right stuff. Folks looking for Stay Bright, it can be bought on Amazon. There's several different kinds, so make sure that you pay attention to what you're getting. But it has a picture of this, so. This one ain't no good. Use a long one. Maybe two. There won't be any video tomorrow during the day because I've got to go work on a motorcycle. I hate to do it like that. It's going to distort it. How can I hold that? No. How can I hold it? Ah, that's how. Yeah. So we're going to put that on there like that. And we're going to take this, add this here. Should work, maybe. Oh, that's dirty. That is dirty. I can tell you this. I should have soldered that on before I cut it. So the next one I do, I'll solder it on before I cut it. All right, make it happen. It might be harder than you think. I know, we'll tin this first. We'll tin it. Whee! Stinks. Muriatic acid, that's what that is. And they just don't want to cooperate. Stupidest thing I've ever seen. Not hot enough. There we go. Come on. Can't get it hot enough quick enough. Too big a piece. Oh, we might be giving this up because it don't want to play here. It immediately goes cold when I take the soldering gun off it. Now chalk this up to stupid tricks. I'm gonna have to do it a different way. Okay, that will not work. So how am I gonna do this? Now, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. That's what I'm gonna do. Not gonna worry about it. I can't do it with what I got. Have to use a torch or something along those lines. I wonder what I got to where I put them polywogs. I might have a polywog that size. That's a joke. Yep, in the trash. Well, that was a fail. Never know unless you try. I'll figure it out though. Okay, what do we got for wogs? We got the inside wog. Do we have an outside wog? Those are buffers. I think these are pins. Those are clamps. That's Rodak parts. I guess I don't have one. Shit. Crap. Oh, man. No, sorry about that. I guess I could clean this one. I mean, it kind of half-ass went together. We can clean this one up and use it. Well, nobody has said anything. I'm just wondering, how much can you guys take of this nonsense? Pretty boring. Pretty boring. Yeah, my Air Force is pretty thin. I only got 6 stunt ships left. End of the month here, another one's going to go away. I had 15 one time. Let's see how many I got. 1, 2. That's 1, 2, 3. No, I got more than 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 stunt ships and a scale model and a couple of. There's 9 of them. It's not quite as bad as I thought, but one time I had 15. Yeah, I sell a few here and there. Anybody who's got any money, real money, I'm not giving them away. I'm going to sell one at the end of the month here that's just about a giveaway. But you got to remember, there's probably around $1,500 in material in one of these airplanes. And you say, well, what do you mean? You can get balsa wood for $200. Yeah. I don't think so. And the paint, there's $300 in paint on the airplane. That see we're at this camera right here. That's hand sanded. Is that straight enough for you guys? That's sanded by eye, and it's dead straight. I sand it right here in my hand. Started out crooked, but I sanded it straight. Danny and I were talking today about the zen of sanding. You know, a lot of guys hate sanding. If you're going to build model airplanes, you better learn to love sanding. If you're going to build any good ones. And it is the zen. I mean, it's just something that got to be done, so you sit down and do it. Of course, it helps to know the tricks, you know. Trust your hands, not your eyes. Got to listen. Before I glue all this on, I'm going to work on sanding the inside of this trailing edge a little better so that the pocket fits better. So we started out 1.5 ounces, and I sanded, I think, 1/2 ounce off of this thing, I think. And if you look at it, I'll show you, it's sanded at an airfoil. have to bend that horn again. Keep tweaking till it's perfect. You guys remember I gave up using ball links. But I found these and I decided we'd give them a try. They are pretty free. I need a little tweak more on this. Where's the handle? This is crap. Where did the handle go? There it is. Need just a tweak more. Okay, let's see if that got it. Another thing, don't glue this thing in until you get it working perfect. See, that's too far. Damn. So tweak it back. Close, but it might be right. Maybe just a smidge more to pull that together. And we can start working on the other one. Then I can cut the hinge pockets. Okay, how's that? That's it right there. That's better. If you don't get this right, the hinges will bind, or the flaps will bind. Then your control systems aren't sloppy. So what you want is for that to be straight, and for when you let this go, for it to drop. And it does now. So we got it. Cool. I guess I could hinge this one side and then make the other one up to hinge on the other side. If you do nothing else on your airplane, make sure the controls are 100% free. 100% free. Just flop. When you let them go, they just flop down. Let's see what the theoretical area of this wing is. It's a rough guesstimate. $12 by 60. I don't think it's quite 700 squares. Okay, what are you? 12 times 60. 12 times 60. 720. So it's probably 700. 690 to 700. It says 720, but that's just a guess when you do it that way. I've got these marked here where this horn is going to capture so that it comes out spaced even in the fuselage. There's a couple of things I need to do. Tonight I'll work on, after I hang up here or get off of here, I'll work on getting these hinged and everything, and then tomorrow we're going to cut the notch for the fuel tank. I've kind of theoretically guessed at what it should be, and I hope that I'm close. If not, I'll have to do some quick thinking, but should be close. You my subscribers out there, what do you want to see? I mean, besides a twister, that twister did really good. But I just can't get enthused about a twister that I can build in a week. It's kind of like when I built them Voodoos and the Ringmasters and that stuff. Yeah, they did good as far as views go, but man, were they boring. So, I guess we're going to cut this one short. It's just too boring. I've got too much repetition to do. When I sand these flaps, let me show you this. When I sand these flaps, I draw 3 lines down the trailing edge. And I start from the center of the wood and bring it down. So we're sanding up this way like this. And once I get it down to the line, you sand back the other way in a crosshatch. And that brings it to a nice airfoil. And just alternate it. You know, you'd be surprised how quick it goes. Hey Sparky, I think why the twister does well is people can't relate, can see themselves. Oh, I guess. All right. Let me show you this. Now, I've only worked on this for a minute. Sanding flaps this way is so easy. So we got one side. Look how the airfoil is starting to take place there. But you got to start sanding out in the middle and drop it down. And for God's sake, use 80 grit or 36. If you sand with 120, you'll be burnt out, or even 100. And you create waves in what you're sanding. When you're sanding with that light of sandpaper, you create waves. But you got to know when to stop sanding with the 80 and then switch over to the 180 and the 220 and so on and so forth. You want to shape with lower grit numbers and finish with finer grit, higher grit numbers. And then when you get it close to the line, we're going to start sighting it and see where we're screwed up. See where the thing's a snake. You can take a crappy piece of wood and sand it straight and it'll be fine. If you know what you're doing. Like this one here, it's got a whoop in it. We got to sand in the middle on this side and sand on the ends on that side. Yeah, it's better. So sand the ends on this side. And once I get it close, I'll start raking it, the whole length. I'll bring it down to 1/8 inch at the trailing edge. And if you sand it straight like this, that kind of guarantees you that it won't warp. Or doesn't guarantee, but it really helps. But if you sand this thing on a bench with the rods and go back and forth, you're guaranteed to have a banana. But you do it how you want. Yeah, we're coming in. That's some 36 grit though. You go a lot quicker. Yeah, you're getting there though. Oh shit. We're about ready to get a final tally on this wing. We'll have all this shit sanded out. I think it's going to be around 13.5 ounces with everything. Bell crank, lead outs, control horn, flaps, hinges. Not super light, but quite a bit lighter than the foamy. But I am going to do a foam wing. Dan and I are discussing the production of it right now. It'll be high-tech foam wing. foamy's really finished nice. This will be a bitch to finish. Yeah, now I gotta sand the other end. Sand the center on this side. Had a pretty big hoop in it. I'll get it out though. No, taking a bunch of weight off of this thing. Are these rocks getting soft? This is 6-pound wood here. I mean, that's all I got. I think it was 5.9 pound. Standing right here. And we got 40, I got 11 minutes to finish this flat. Get it roughed in anyway. Well, we're getting there. Take the material out of here. Yep. Okay, this thing had a banana in it, and I just about got the banana out of it. Pretty close. And it'll stay like that because I didn't sand it on a rod. Rod method's a lazy way to do shit. And it doesn't look as nice as an airfoil flat. It just looks like a flat board. Now I can't, through the internet, I can't teach you how to do this. But hopefully, by you watching how I did it, you can replicate it. Sanding is kind of an art. And there are some good sanders in this hobby. If you look at all the top airplanes, they look like the same guy built them. Because there's really only one way to do it. But sanding is a signature. I can tell who sanded what. Okay, let's see. We got the banana out of it. Got a little bit of hoop down here. Still got a little bow in it. Still gonna take some more out of this right here. Might have to sting it. I don't know. At least that's parallel. That's good. We ain't gonna have to fight that. There's 15 people watching me sand. You guys love me watching me sand for some reason. Yeah, we need to take some out of the top right here. Well, that's going to do it for this evening, I think. Let's see here. Once I get everything hinged up, set up right, I will take the wingtips and cut the excess off and finish those ends. Turning out really nice. The only thing, I'm a little disappointed with the weight. I'd have liked to had it around 12 ounces, or, but that's really straining. Let's see where it's at. It's going to be 14 probably. But landing gears in it, tip weight boxes, everything's in it. We took a lot of weight off them flaps by sanding them. Flaps are the heaviest thing on the wing. Oh, there it is. 13 and a quarter. So it'll be 13 and a half when it's done. Beats the crap out of 16, but I got this weird looking, because these tips are angled back like a SV11, and the Carumba looks like a cross between an SV11 and a classic airplane. I'm thinking about making this one a jet, putting the canopy up front, doing a little cockpit detail. Very little. I mean, we'll do it minimally, and putting some scoops on it, on the wing, like an F-14 down the fuselage, like a Formula S. We'll make it a Formula SV. I'm gonna have to look in them books and see what kind of wheel pants Formula S had on it. I don't remember. Of course, I could go look at Schaefer's at the airplane itself. Back in the 70s, when them jets were predominant, they were cool. The Tempest, the Formula S, there's another one too that Kostecki had. I have to look through the books, and the Pisces, just the Novi, the Formula USA 1. Of course, I don't like the looks of the USA 1 from the side view because it looks like a box. Like Billy didn't cut off part of the fuselage. It's way too thick at the back. But I'm sure he had his reasons for it. But, as long as it was light, it flew well because the wing was pretty thin. This wing here is probably a 1/4 inch thicker than a Formula or than a USA 1. Not quite as big a wing. My Junars have a a USA 1 derivative airfoil, where I took that airfoil and made it a 1/4 inch thicker, 1/8 inch all the way around. That's a good wing in that airplane. That thing will carry some load, boy. All right, we're at an hour. That's all I got for you this evening. Sorry you didn't learn much, but I'll keep doing them if you guys keep watching them. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.